Hey everyone, ever wondered if you can still get those perfectly crisp edges in your garden without any power tools? Well, today we're going old school. My trusty strimmer's out of commission, so I'm cutting the grass edges by hand, and then I'll be firing up the petrol lawnmower to finish the job. Stick around to see how it all turns out. Let's get to work. This is why I love gardening. It's about the journey, the hard work, and the satisfaction of seeing everything flourish. If you're thinking about starting your own garden, just go for it. The rewards are absolutely worth it. As I'm cutting along the edges next to the brick wall, I'm being extra careful. It's really important to keep those lines clean and neat. It not only enhances the overall look of the garden, but it also prevents the grass from creeping into the flower beds. Remember, nothing is impossible. I just want to take a moment to share how much pride I take in my garden and the work I put into it. It's truly rewarding to see everything come together beautifully. Here's my trusty hand tool. It may not be the quickest option, but it allows me to get really close to my plants and gives me a chance to connect with my garden. Plus, let's be honest, gardening is as much about the experience as it is about the results. And what better way to enjoy this beautiful weather than to get outside and do a little gardening? As I'm cutting along the edges here, I'm making sure to be careful around my plants. It's so important to keep those edges neat because not only does it make the garden look polished, but it also prevents grass from encroaching on my flowers and plants. A little bit of time spent on these details can make a huge difference in the overall appearance of my garden. And I know you're probably wondering if my hands hurt after all that trimming. Nope, they don't. I've learned to use proper technique and take breaks when needed so I can keep enjoying this process without any discomfort. A few stretches and maintaining good posture while working makes a huge difference. So if you're tackling your own garden, remember to take care of yourself too. Because at the end of the day, we're just human. It's important to remember that while we want to give our best to our gardens. Alright, the edges are looking sharp. Now let's move on to the main event, mowing the lawn. I have a little technique I like to use. I'm going to cut the grass at two different heights to create a lush, layered look that I really love. I'm starting with the taller setting first. This is really beneficial for the grass's health because it helps retain moisture and encourages deeper root growth. Plus, it gives my garden a soft, inviting vibe that I just adore. Mowing at a higher setting also helps to create a more resilient lawn that can withstand drought and pests. Using a higher setting makes your life so much easier. It reduces the strain on your body and saves time since you won't have to deal with the thick grass and weeds right away. Sure, it might take a little more time initially, but trust me, it's worth it in the long run. Now it's time to switch to the shorter setting. This will help keep the lawn looking neat and manageable, and honestly, who doesn't love the smell of freshly cut grass? It's one of my favorite things about gardening. There's something so satisfying about that clean, crisp scent wafting through the air. While I'm mowing, I want to remind you all that regular mowing isn't just about keeping things looking tidy, it's also essential for promoting healthy growth. By mowing regularly, we help keep pests at bay and ensure that sunlight reaches the grass evenly, which is crucial for its overall health. Plus, it encourages even growth, giving you that lush green lawn we all strive for. Alright, time to empty these lawn clippings into the compost bin. All this grass is going to break down and turn into nutrient-rich compost, which I'll be using to feed my plants later in the year. It's such a simple way to recycle garden waste and give my plants a natural boost when they need it. Can't wait to see how it helps them thrive. While I'm finishing up mowing the grass, here are a few garden tips for you. First, always mow when the grass is dry. This gives you a cleaner cut and reduces stress on the lawn. Second, try to switch up your mowing pattern each time. This prevents the grass from leaning in one direction and helps it grow evenly. And don't forget to leave your grass clippings. They break down and return nutrients to the soil. Keeping your lawn healthy. Here's another tip while I wrap up: try to keep your mower blades sharp. Dull blades tear the grass, which can lead to brown tips and unhealthy growth. Also be mindful of your mowing height. Cutting too short can stress the lawn and make it more prone to weeds and disease. I usually keep mine at a medium height for a thicker, healthier look. One more tip: if you're watering your lawn, do it early in the morning. This gives the grass time to absorb moisture before the heat of the day. Overwatering or doing it in the evening can lead to mold or fungal growth, which we definitely want to avoid. Lastly, if you're dealing with weeds, spot treat them instead of spraying the entire lawn. This saves your grass from unnecessary chemicals and targets the problem directly. And always keep an eye on your soil. Healthy soil means healthy grass. A simple soil test can tell you if your lawn needs extra nutrients or just a little more love. Wow, just look at this. I just finished cutting the lawn, and I have to say, all that hard work really paid off. The garden looks amazing, and everything feels so tidy. It's incredible how much of a difference a little effort can make. This space is not just my garden. It's a place of relaxation and joy. It all just comes together beautifully. I can't wait to enjoy the fruits of my labor, literally. Whether it's the tomatoes, peppers, or even the pumpkins, it's all coming along so well. And there you have it, folks. The edges are sharp and the lawn is looking absolutely fabulous. It's amazing what a little handwork can do on a gorgeous day like today. I really hope you enjoyed gardening with me. If you have any tips or tricks for keeping your garden in shape, I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more gardening adventures. Happy gardening, and I'll see you next time.